Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. Today, we will be resuming the NBA Finals with Games 3 and 4 at home. The last episode was certainly interesting, put it that way. We played the first two games of the series, and both matchups ended up being very similar in terms of a lot of the main overall points of both games and a lot of the team statistics. So game one, we got absolutely pummeled. We lost by 34 points. We played horribly. The Rockets shot the ball really well. They were phenomenal on the glass. They dominated the turnover margin, and nobody on our team really stepped up. It was very clear that the moment was a little bit too big for everybody being in the finals, and as you can tell, they completely dominated. They took 20 more shots than us. They dominated the glass, plenty of turnovers, and if you look at game two's team stats, there's a lot of similarities. They took significantly more shots, 36 to be exact. Outscored us 27-2 in terms of second chance points, 26-7 in terms of offensive rebounds. They had an assist-to-turnover ratio of 15, while our assist-to-turnover ratio was not even 1.5. But we won this game, which is weird because we did not play very well, but we found a way to do it. Our defense was phenomenal. We did a great job of not letting the Rockets get good looks from three. They shot the ball a lot worse. Their ability to get open on screens was really limited because we really improved our defensive pressure and intensity. And I think that's what we've got to keep doing here going forward. On one hand, I don't expect the Rockets to keep up this pace in the turnover margin along with grabbing boards. But on the flip side, you also got to assume they're going to play much better offensively. So we're going to have to be able to keep up with them on both ends of the floor. Our offense has not really produced through the first two games. But hopefully now that we have a win under our belt, our guys are going to be a lot more comfortable, especially with an emotional, tough win in overtime of Game 2. Jason Tatum, by the way, is fully healthy. That is a big deal. So he no longer is under any limitation. He's going to get a few more minutes. His role really isn't going to change that much. I was already playing him a lot. But now that he's fully healthy, he's 100%. There's no more excuses. We need him to truly be the superstar that we know he is and help lead us to a championship. So that'll start us with Game 3 here at home. These next two games are obviously going to be super pivotal, and the fact that it's at our place is a really big deal. This Rockets team has obviously won finals games on the road. They did it 2 years ago in order to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. They can do it again here. So we've got to defend our own place here, look to take Game 3, and potentially take a series lead here in the finals. After losing a very challenging, very back-and-forth Game 2, I'm really curious to see how both of these teams respond. Will they perform better offensively? How will the Knicks do on the glass? It'll be very interesting. Anthony Davis, by the way, is starting at the 5. He has not been healthy for any of the playoff games so far for the Rockets, but he is back as he wins the tip after missing nearly 3 months due to a dislocated left patella that he suffered back in March. The Rockets looking to get on the board first. Jabari Smith with the opening basket to put the Rockets ahead. The Knicks offense has really struggled through the first two games. Shooting's been inconsistent, way too many turnovers. It's Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion, with the opening points for New York. DiCarlo's defense was a pivotal reason why the Knicks won Game 2, but that defense was not the best. Jalen Green gets enough space, and he will connect on the 3. It's now 5-2. Here comes the big man, Anthony Davis, rolling inside with the and one. The two-time NBA champ with his first points here of the finals. And per usual, the Knicks are off to a rough start. DiCarlo's making some plays, though. He's in for the layup. He has the first 4 points today for the Knicks. Following possession, DiCarlo looks to pop up a 3. Won't fall, but Zachariah Royster is there with the offensive rebound and the putback. This is exactly what we had to deal with all throughout Games 1 and 2. So many second chance points for the other team, so it feels nice to be on the other end of it. Jalen Green misses at the end of the shot clock. Davis with the board, and the Rockets will get a second chance opportunity of their own. Green with a dime inside for Jaden Lewis-Cameron. He's blocked. Royster got a hand on it. The Knicks defense has been pretty solid so far, but they've scored 6 points here in the first half of the first quarter. Their offense has done nothing. There's Jaden Lewis-Cameron for the bucket. It's now 12-6. Following possession, Lonzo Ball for 3. It is good, and the Knicks got to call a timeout. The offense does not look good at all. I guess it's not out of the ordinary for the Knicks to look like garbage in the first quarter, but still not ideal. Royster blocks another shot. Here comes New York in transition. Royster over to Jason Tatum with his first points, fully healthy. He suffered a knee injury back in Game 6 of the second round. He's played a little bit with the injury, but now he's all good, and he's looking to make some plays as Tatum connects on the three off the assist by Damian Lillard, and it's now 15-11. Here comes Lonzo Ball in the corner for Jalen Green. He makes another three. The Rockets really struggled from deep in Game 2 after they shot it great from 3 in Game 1, and so far so good today. Off the Onyeka Okongwu steal. Here comes Lonzo Ball in transition. He will make the floater off the glass, and the Rockets are back up by 9. Make it 7. Kira Lewis Jr. with it at the top of the key. He has J.J. Henderson rolling inside. The Knicks were quick to react, but Henderson does give himself enough space for the basket. 22-13 now. Here's DJ Ramses in the corner for Reddish. Plenty of good looks. The shots are just not falling so far for New York. They have 13 points in 8 minutes. That's not good enough. Here's Jalen Green with the screen from Jalen Smith, and the Rockets extend their lead. Green with his third triple of the first quarter. Smith looks to cut inside. Okongwu keeps it, and he will make the turnaround jumper. And now the Rockets are starting to pour onto this lead. It's 27-13. This game quickly has become a disaster for the Knicks. They've got to wake up, or else this could be like Game 1 all over again. Big putback slam for Royster. Both of his buckets so far today are off of offensive rebounds, which he's been able to put back in. 28-15 now. Here comes the Rockets. J.J. Henderson with it. Spin move. Great play by Henderson, but he misses the layup. Good defense by DJ Ramses. He's got 4 boards today. The rebounding's been surprisingly good for the Knicks, considering the lead, as Rock Khalif Dumbu hits the 3 nearing the end of the quarter. That's just the second three-pointer for the Knicks, which is not a lot considering the volume that they've taken threes in so far. 28-18 your score. The defense has been solid. The rebounding has been a lot better. The Knicks have won the battle on the glass so far. 4 offensive rebounds to 2. 4 second chance points to 0. We've taken more shots than them, which was the issue in the first 2 games. The problem is we're not making any. 7 of 22 from the field. 2 for 9 from 3. That's awful. I do feel encouraged, though, because all of the mistakes from the first couple of games have been cleaned up, and all we got to do is start making our shots, which, I mean, we only have 3 field goals from outside the paint, but with this team's ability to score the basketball, I am confident that we'll be able to figure things out and get things rolling. Or maybe I'm a little bit too ahead of myself. Anthony Edwards misses a bunny, and then on the other end, Kira Lewis Jr. is in for the slam. On the flip side, though, obviously, I think the Knicks can get back into it if they make some shots. But if they don't within the next few minutes, the Rockets could turn it into a blowout. That's a good start. Cam Reddish hits the 3 at the top of the key. 30-21, pass is tipped and stolen away by Tatum. The Knicks looking to run the floor. Here is Cesar DiCarlo. Gets it over to Tatum for 3. It's good! The Knicks start the second quarter 2 for 2 from deep after going 2 for 9 in the first quarter. Anthony Edwards looking to get on the board. Mid-range shot is good. And all of a sudden, the offense is starting to figure some things out. This is what I anticipated would happen, and we are within 4 points. The defense has been good so far in the second quarter. They nearly forced the turnover, but AD does make the play. 32-26 now. Here is DiCarlo with it inside for Jason Tatum. He's up with the slam, and the lead is back down to 4. 32-28. Lonzo Ball over to Lewis at the top of the key, and Kira Lewis Jr. will hit the triple. 7-point lead for the Rockets. Here comes Dumbu. Inside he's blocked, but Tatum ends up getting it. Putback is good, and he draws the foul. It's an and 1. Lonzo Ball called for the foul. 37-31. DiCarlo out to Tatum. Tatum, step back. His shot is no good, but Edwards is there with a quick board. He'll get the putback layup, and the Knicks continue to really play well on the glass tonight, which has been a very pleasant development. Anthony Davis is going to be denied. Good defense by Tatum and Reddish. On the other end, DiCarlo lobs it up for Cam Reddish with the Cam slam. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. A big dunk for Reddish. The best offense is good defense, and the Knicks are continuing to make this game closer. Ramses off the screen. Money. We are within 2. 39-37, Rockets with an inbound. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jalen Green inside. Poor defense by DJ Ramses. The Rockets are continuing to hold on to their lead, even with the Knicks making this a lot closer. Tatum, step back over to Ramses at the top of the key. Hits the triple. Nice shot for DJ Ramses, and we are within one. The closest this game has been since the opening minutes. Here's Jaden Lewis-Cameron. His shot will fall, and the Rockets are continuing to hold on to their lead, albeit by a thread. 43-40. Nice pass. Even better block. Jabari Smith snuffs Tatum. Royster gets it back, though, and he misses the layup. Come on, what are we doing here? Following Rockets possession now. Here's Jaden Lewis-Cameron with it. Nice cut inside. Jabari Smith. He is a very fluid off-ball player at 6'10". His awareness off the ball is really impressive. And then J.J. Henderson off the catch hits the three. And within a matter of minutes, the Rockets are right back up by 8. Here's Jaden Lewis-Cameron at the line. He misses a three throw. The Rockets with the board, though. And Onyeka Okongwu will make the layup. And the Rockets are back up by 11. Houston's on a 10-0 run, and the Knicks need to respond quick. That's a good start. Nice shot for DJ Ramses. His second three of the game. 51-45, under a minute left in the half. Jalen Green at the top of the key. Nice cut by J.J. Henderson inside. Henderson, despite being a super high pick a few years ago, has really taken to the role of being the leader of the bench unit, and he's done a great job with it. Here's Tatum for three. It's good. The Knicks have shot the ball so much better here in the second quarter. They've only decreased the lead from 10 to 6, but the offense looks so much more fluid. Step back three for Tatum at the end of the half is no good. And that'll wrap things up here in the second quarter. 54-48, very competitive game so far. Again, I do feel kind of encouraged because all of the mistakes that the Knicks made in the first two games have been cleaned up. The offense was a lot better in the second quarter than they were in the first, and hopefully things can keep going. Jason Tatum really finally looks like himself. DJ Ramses is getting hot. Maybe Anthony Edwards can make some plays here in the second half, and there's no reason why the Knicks can't win. Good start as DiCarlo drives inside for the early bucket within seconds. 54-50. Good ball movement here by the Rockets. Jabari Smith looks to cut inside for the lob! Nice pass by Jalen Green as well. The Knicks are in takeover mode. This is a perfect opportunity to finally take the lead, and that's a good start. The Italian Stallion is in for the and one, and we are within one. Now the Knicks can finally maybe take their first lead of the entire game, and it's Rolls Royster! Rolling in. Good cut by Zachariah Royster. Ramses drew the double. He makes a great pass, and the Knicks are winning. The lead would be very short-lived. Jabari Smith gets a dunk on the following possession. It's now 58-57. Here's DiCarlo with the screen. Sends it in the corner. Quick three for Anthony Edwards. Won't fall. Royster with the board out to DiCarlo. Deep three. Bang! Cesar DiCarlo hits the three. He's gotten off to his best offensive game here in the finals so far. And right as I'm gassing him up, he nearly turns it over. He will connect with Dumbu, who is snuffed at the rim. The Rockets are now in takeover mode. They get the lead back. They'll tie it with the slam by Jalen Green. We're knotted up at 60. Here's Tatum looking to make a play. He's got the size mismatch with Kira Lewis, and he will take full advantage as he hits basically an open three. Not much Lewis really could have did there. Really good to see Tatum continuing to create his own shot. He looks so much better than he did when he was hurt. DiCarlo gets that one to rattle in. He's now up to 14 points on the day, and it's 60-65. Royster over to DiCarlo on the move. It is good! Cesar DiCarlo is red hot. He's having one of those games where he is aggressive, and he is making plays as a scorer. Nice dunk for Jalen Green, bringing the lead back down to 5 here, with the Knicks obviously ahead. New York has pretty much down throughout the entire final so far. It's nice actually having a little bit of a lead. Damian Lillard makes the layup, his first points of the day, 62-69. Nice double step back. Beautiful shot by J.J. Henderson. 65-71. Henderson back with it. Shot clock winding down. He is snuffed! Royster with another block. In transition now. Lillard over to Reddish. Reddish looks to make a play with it. He's going to try to back down on the defender. Pump fake. Back out to Lillard. To Dumbu. In the corner for Edwards. He gets the screen. Edwards on the move. No good. Another offensive rebound for Royster, and he gets the putback. Royster just looks so much hungrier today. He's been dominant on the glass. Defense has been phenomenal. He's snuffing shots left and right. Dame Dalla will keep the big run going. The Knicks would briefly lead by double digits. Now they're back ahead by just 9. Here comes Edwards, drives baseline, up, and away! Anthony Edwards with the slam. Knicks lead by 12, their biggest lead of the entire finals so far, as Lonzo Ball launches a dime for Onyeka Okongwu, the Chino Hills connection. Royster goes for a crazy slam. He's unsuccessful. The roof would have fallen off of this place had he made that dunk. And then on the other end, with under 15 seconds left in the quarter, Jalen Green hits the jumper, and we are within 8. Final seconds now. Knicks will get the last shot. Ramses looking for the screen. Ramses is going to try to get a tough step back up. It is no good. Phenomenal quarter, though, for the Knicks. The offense was phenomenal. The defense was great. New York dominated in that third quarter, outscoring the Rockets by 14 points. Can they keep it going in the fourth? That's a good start. Off the Cam Reddish block. DiCarlo to Tatum with nearly a ridiculous poster. That also would have taken the roof off this place. It'll be Henderson who makes the play instead as he's up for the dunk. And the Rockets are making a little comeback. They were down by 12. Now they've cut the lead in half to 6. Knicks looking to respond, and this is one way to do it. Good look for Tatum. Nice pass by DiCarlo. He hits the 3. 83-76 now. Jabari Smith with it over to Jaden Lewis-Cameron. He'll make the tough shot. And the Rockets are continuing to decrease the gap. We're within 5. Make it 3. Jalen Green is airborne with the slam. The Knicks would score 4 straight points, though. They're right back up by 7. Make it 9. Cam Reddish with a dunk. Good response by the Knicks. Right when the Rockets are turning it around, the Knicks go on a big 6-0 run. Lead is back down to 7. Dumbu had the open man, but his pass was tipped and eventually stolen. In transition, J.J. Henderson pulls up, makes the jumper. The Rockets are back within 5 with a little over 5 to go. So this is it. Crunch time under 5 minutes to play as Edwards gets the rebound off of the Cesar DiCarlo miss. Good board. The Knicks looking to take advantage. Here's Jason Tatum with it. Tough shot. Will fall. Jason Tatum is such an impressive shot creator at his size, and he's continued to show off that tonight. 91-84. Green with a prayer. It is good. What a shot by Jalen Green. Lead within 4. DiCarlo looks to drive inside. He has Edwards open on the wing. Anthony Edwards has not been all that impressive tonight, but if he can make some shots here down the stretch, I think the Knicks can really close it out. They're in takeover mode up by 4. This is the opportunity to finish out the game. Reddish with another Cam slam. And it's an 8-point game under 3 minutes to go. All New York has got to do is hold on, keep it up on offense, play good defense just as they have over the last 2 games. As Green makes the layup, we're within 6. Here is DiCarlo now. Really tough shot, and it will not fall. Cesar DiCarlo gets the unlucky bounce. That was a heat check moment for him, but the Knicks end up stealing it. In transition, the lob for Royster. What a play by the Knicks. Tatum steals it, and then he throws an alley-oop dime for Royster, who gets the reverse slam. Could that be the dagger? It's an 8-point game now. Edwards has trouble with it, bounces away, and it's stolen. Lonzo Ball ends up with it. Lonzo inside for Jabari Smith. He makes the layup. We are within 6. So no, this game is not quite over. DiCarlo over to Edwards for 3. Shot won't fall. Ball is tipped into the hands of Zachariah Royster. He is fouled and will make both. The Knicks lead by 8. They have the ball with just over a minute left. There's no way they can choke this. Tatum misses the 3. Here comes the Rockets. Lonzo wide open. Bang! We are within 5. Even though this will be a tough choke for the Knicks, they've got to hold on. They can't make any stupid mistakes. I like that they're chewing clock here, but it's a turnover. Lonzo steals it. In transition now. Lonzo makes the layup, and we are within 1 possession. The Knicks still at the edge. I got to assume the Rockets are going to at least consider fouling here. So we've got to figure out not just what we're going to do on this next possession, but potentially on defense as well. We've got to continue to crash the glass, but we've also got to stay patient. Choose some clock, not let us get some quick shot off and miss it. If we don't get another timeout before the Rockets get the ball back, I think they're going to look for Jabari Smith. He seems to be their guy in late-game situations. They seem to look to him inside. We cannot let him get a good look in the paint because he's probably going to end up making it. I would rather them try to get some really tough jump shot on the perimeter. So we'll see how the Knicks are able to manage here this possession. If they can chew a lot of clock, that'd be really nice. But if they miss it, the Rockets could get it with the shot clock unplugged to tie the game potentially. So a score here is very important. Tatum Gets it to Edwards. He thought about the shot, but didn't want to take a bad one. Now officially under 24 seconds left. No more shot clock here after this possession. The Knicks aren't going to get a good look off as DiCarlo misses the three, and the Rockets grab the board with a chance to tie. The Knicks chewed a lot of clock, but they did not get a good look at the entire possession. Great defense by the Rockets, and now with the shot clock unplugged, they can tie it. Maybe the Knicks shouldn't have chewed all that clock. Maybe they should have only wasted 10 or 15 seconds, made sure the clock was still on. What we got to do defensively is not let them get a three. They can go for quick twos. No threes, though. Since I think they will go for a three, I think Jalen Green is the guy to look out for. He's their best perimeter shooter on the floor. They could go for a quick shot, or they could hold and look to tie it with a late three. Okongwu on the inbound. He gets it to Lonzo Ball. Ball looking for the screen. Jalen Green wide open. What did I say? We are tied at 101. Why did DJ Ramses try to help inside? We had plenty of defenders down low. He needed to stay on Jalen Green there. A defensive lapse by DJ Ramses, and we are tied. We still have the ball, though. We got to crash the glass no matter what. There's no reason not to. The Rockets are not going to get a good look off, so there's no reason to go back on defense unless somebody's cherry picking, which in that case, somebody's going to be wide open, and we're going to get a great look. So it's in the hands of Cesar DiCarlo. Can the Knicks get another crazy game winner at the buzzer just like they did against the Nets? DiCarlo tries to lob it for Royster. It's out of bounds, and the Knicks keep it with 2/10 of a second. The Knicks tried for the crazy play. Risky, did not pay off, and now they're going to have to get off something quickly. It's in the hands of Edwards on the baseline. He gets it to Ramses, heaves it up at the buzzer, and it's good! But he did not get that off in 2/10 of a second. We're going into overtime for a second consecutive game. It really feels like the Knicks choked this one and let it go away. We're up by 8 with less than a minute and a half to go. The offense did not score. The defense choked. The offense did not get any good looks over the last few minutes. So we've got another 4-minute overtime period. The Knicks won in overtime in Game 2, but right now the Rockets have the momentum. Three-pointer's no good. Jabari Smith, though, with the offensive rebound. The Rockets are going to get another chance. Houston is not dominated on the glass tonight, but if they can get rolling on the boards in OT, that would be really bad. Jalen Green misses. Tatum with the board. Good defense to start things off here in OT. Knicks looking for the lead. It's in the hands of Royster, and he's got the size mismatch guarded by Lonzo. He'll take advantage, and Zachariah Royster is the first one on the board here in OT. 2-point lead, 3 minutes to play here in Game 3. Jalen Green inside. Great look. Not very good defense, and we're tied up. Following Knicks possession, it's in the hands of Anthony Edwards with the screen. Edwards wide open. Bang! Big shot for Anthony Edwards. The Knicks take a 3-point lead, 2.5 to go. Jaden Lewis-Cameron with it inside. His shot is not going to fall. Great defense by DJ Ramses, trying to make up for the mislaps earlier when he let Jalen Green get the great look to tie it. DiCarlo gets it back over to Ramses. Ramses inside. His pass is tipped and stolen. Big turnover for the Houston defense, and they'll get it back. Still a one-score game. Make it 1 point as Jalen Green hits the jumper. 105-106, under 2 minutes to go here. Crunch time for the Knicks. Ramses for 3. He got it! Great pass by DiCarlo. Huge shot for DJ. It's a 6-point game now after a couple of 3 throws as well. Jalen Green with another prayer answered. He has been on fire here in overtime for the Rockets, and it's back to a one-score game. Anthony Edwards with it. He has DiCarlo wide open to extend the lead. No good. Another unlucky bounce. And the Rockets, with under a minute to go, get it back, only down by 1 score. Jaden Lewis-Cameron goes for the floater. It is no good. Great defense by the Knicks. They're going to choose some clock, and they're going to probably not get much of a good look off. Ramses heaves it up at the buzzer! What a shot by DJ Ramses! The Knicks wasted too much time on that possession. They did not get a good look, and it didn't matter. It's a 6-point game with under 30 seconds left. We can't choke another lead. We got to protect the perimeter again. The Rockets got a good look at the end of the regulation. We can't let them get another good look and make it a one-score game. So they might go for the 2 here. They just got to get something off quick, and Smith misses it. Tatum with the board. He is fouled. He would make both. The Knicks are up by 8. They cannot possibly choke it, right? Three-pointer's no good. Rockets with the board. It's Jalen Smith. He should have shot it there. Instead, he gets it to Lonzo Ball. He misses. Tatum with the board. The Rockets are not going to foul. This one is over. The Knicks take a 2-1 lead here in the NBA Finals as they win it in overtime. 116-108 is your final. We tried our best to choke it at the end of regulation. We were up by 8 with a minute and a half to go, and we nearly blew it. But we end up surviving with some big shots in overtime, a few big threes. Anthony Edwards had some big shots. Ramses with 2 threes in the final couple minutes to win the game. All of our mistakes from games 1 and 2 were completely cleaned up. We shot the ball more than they did, albeit it was one more shot. But still, that's great progress considering they shot the ball 36 more times than us in the last game. They had 2 second chance points today. We doubled them in terms of offensive rebounds. The fact that we dominated on the glass meant we got more shots. The one problem, though, the turnover to assist ratio still heavily favors the Rockets. We had an assist to turnover ratio of about 3, which is a lot better than the first 2 games, but still not good overall. Tatum with 26 and 14, 22 for DiCarlo and Ramses. Those 3 guys, albeit inefficient, were really good. Royster was very solid as well. I need more from Edwards, though, only 13, although he hit some big shots. We didn't shoot the 3-ball all that efficiently, although we did shoot it a lot. As for the Rockets, busy game for Jalen Green. He had 39, 17 for Henderson, double-doubles for Jabari Smith and Lonzo Ball. The other guys kind of underperformed, though. Jaden Lewis-Cameron was locked down. Anthony Edwards had him in hell defensively. AD and Okongwu were both quiet. The front court was so much better today. Okongwu did not have a single offensive rebound, which is a lot different than the 9 he had in Game 2. The one concern I will say, though, the fact that we cleaned up all of our mistakes from Game 2 and we didn't win by that much more is a little bit weird, but I'm not really going to complain. A win's a win. We're 2 wins away from the championship. We would get some odd injury news as Kyle Anderson has a sore left knee, and that's weird because he has not played at all in the finals. I do have some good, actual injury news, though. Buddy Johnson is no longer listed as out. He is only listed as hurt. This means he can play. Now, Buddy Johnson is a rookie, and he's still banged up, so I don't want to play him too much, but when he was on the floor after Jason Tatum got hurt, he was really, really good. I think he can handle the pressure of playing in the finals as a rookie, especially in a game like this where the Knicks can take full control of this series. New York has won 2 finals games in a row, both in overtime, and if they can win this game as well here at home, we can take a 3-1 series lead, and while the series wouldn't be over, we would be in a really good spot to close the door sooner rather than later. Can the New York Knicks win their 3rd straight finals game with the team basically as healthy as possible? I get that Jared Allen and Ochai Agbaji are still hurt, but those guys have been out for the entire playoffs. Everybody in the playoff rotation is finally healthy for the first time really since the start of the playoffs. As Royster wins the tip, we are underway. Welcome to Game 4. The Rockets got to win this one. The Knicks would love to take a 3-1 lead. We'll see how it goes. In transition off of an early miss, Edwards inside for Jason Tatum. He gets the early slam, and the Knicks are on the board first. If New York can set the tone in the first quarter and play better than the Rockets, that would be gigantic. The Knicks can really set themselves up to win this game early. Nice shot for Jaden Lewis-Cameron, and the Rockets are on the board 3-2. Here's Anthony Edwards in the corner for Jason Tatum. He's getting hot early. If Tatum can play like he did in Game 3, again, that would be gigantic. Royster intercepted by Anthony Davis. AD is looking for a much better performance here in Game 4 as he gets the assist off the steal to Jaden Lewis-Cameron, who already has 5 points after only getting 7 in Game 3. Big-time lob! It's Rolls Royster again! Royster Moister annihilating Anthony Davis. What a slam by Zachariah Royster. It's now 9-7. Here's Ramses with it. Out to DiCarlo for 3. It is good. Cesar DiCarlo on the board. And look at this. The Knicks have a lead in the first quarter. I do not believe it. It's not just a lead. It's a big lead, and it's about to get bigger. Tatum hits for 3. It's 15-7. The Knicks are playing well in the first quarter of a playoff game. I do not believe it. My eyes are deceiving myself, and that's because it's true. Jalen Green hits the open 3, and it's back to a 1-score game. Edwards over to Lillard now. He makes the shot. It's a long 2. The Knicks offense is playing really well so far. This is the best the offense has looked through the entire duration of the finals so far. Lonzo open in the corner. Connects on the open triple. We're only within 2 points now. The Rockets have climbed all the way back after being down by as much as 8. Now for the lead. J.J. Henderson knocks it down. And the Rockets are ahead. So all the early fun is now over. Here's Rock Khalif Dumbu looking for the lead right back as he hits the midi. 21-20. Now it's 23-22. Knicks ahead. Here is Henderson with it. Guarded by Buddy Johnson. His first finals minutes, and he allows a quick bucket in his first NBA Finals possession. Not the start he was looking for. Lillard with it, trying to get Lonzo in isolation here to end the quarter. Step back three at the buzzer is no good. The Knicks offense was phenomenal for the first 6 minutes, and then they forgot how to shoot the ball. New York has scored, I think, probably 3 points within the last, 3 minutes. The offense has gone ice cold. Nice putback to start the second. Onyeka Okongwu makes the play. 5-point lead now for the Rockets. Here's Ramses, not on the board yet. He hands it off to Zachariah Royster. He'll make the layup. Good play. Back within one possession. 30-27 now. Here's Jalen Green with it. Drives inside. He is snuffed at the rim by Zachariah Royster. In transition now. Reddish to the corner for an open man. It's Cesar DiCarlo. Knocks down the three. DiCarlo 2 for 2 from deep. His three-point shooting has been spotty in the playoffs, but in both games 3 and 4, he's shot it lights out from deep. Royster makes the layup, tied at 32. DiCarlo with it. He has Edwards over to Ramses for 3. He will knock it down, and now the offense is starting to play better, just like they did early in the first quarter. 32-35. Everybody on the floor is in takeover mode. That should create for some fun basketball. Okongwu in for the dunk. We'll fast forward about a minute and a half later. No score change. Nobody took advantage of the takeover mode on offense as Jalen Green hits the 3 for a Rockets lead. The Knicks have not scored in around 2.5 minutes. The offense has gone back to playing horribly. The Rockets are back in takeover mode kind of quickly as J.J. Henderson hits his second shot of the possession off of the offensive rebound, and the Knicks call time down by 5. The offense has to make some plays. They have not scored since the 5.5 minute mark. Green off the steal has nobody in front of him. He's in for the and one. Dumbu called for the foul, and the Rockets are taking advantage of New York's inability to score the basketball. It's been almost 4 minutes now. Here's Royster in the corner for Dumbu. Finally, the Knicks end the drought. It took them nearly 4 minutes to get back on the board. 42-38, quick cut for Jalen Green, and Houston is ahead by 6. 44-38. Green gets it over to Jabari Smith. Smith gets it over to J.J. Henderson. He knocks down the triple. The Rockets are up by 9, the biggest lead either team has had today. Under a minute to go. Here's Damian Lillard with it inside, and he will miss the layup. I get it was contested, but that is how the last 5 minutes have gone for the Knicks offense. It's been an utter train wreck. Final seconds of the shot clock. Lonzo Ball for 3. He'll hit it, and the Rockets lead by 12. Green heaves it up at the end of the first half. No good, but Davis gets the offensive rebound, and he misses the dunk. Good defense by Royster, and the Knicks will get the ball with half a second left on the clock. They're not really going to get a good look here on this possession. Nice pass, though, to Dumbu, but he won't shoot it in time, and it doesn't go in anyway. The Knicks offense had some really good moments in that first half, but in the last 5.5 minutes, they have made one shot. That is unacceptable. The Knicks currently trail 50-38. It's certainly a doable deficit. The Knicks were down by more than this in, I'm pretty sure, both of the games they've won so far here in the finals. The Knicks have played at their best when they're behind in the playoffs, but there's a lot wrong here. The turnovers have been a major problem. We've been fine on the glass again, but we're not shooting the ball all that well. We have not gotten to the line at all today. We need to get to the free-throw line. We are a phenomenal free-throw shooting team. Our shooting splits aren't even all that bad, to be honest. We're just not consistently getting good looks up. We've been too hot and cold on offense, and the turnovers have been a major problem. The Rockets are going to look to start the second half off strong. Jabari Smith hits the early 3. The Knicks cannot let Houston go on an early run to start the third. And their first possession, they don't even get a shot off. DJ Ramses thought there was 7 seconds left on the shot clock, not 0. Not a great start to the third quarter for the Knicks as Ramses hits a shot. The Knicks have scored 2 baskets now in the last 7 minutes. Progress. Here's Ramses with it. Mid-ranger is good. The Knicks have scored more on their last 2 possessions than probably their previous 15, maybe 20. Here's Royster inside. Has the size mismatch. Makes the layup. Now the offense is starting to play a little bit better. The problem, though, is the Rockets' offense looks pretty good early on, too. Now, the Knicks are playing good defense on this possession, but it won't matter. Jabari Smith finally gets a good look. He'll hit the shot. 58-45 now. Here's DiCarlo on the wing. Thinks about the three. Won't take it. DiCarlo's trapped. He'll get by both defenders and is in for the floater. Good move by Cesar DiCarlo, and it's 58-47. Jalen Green with it. Green inside. Nice pass over to Jabari Smith. Smith to Lewis. Lewis to Green for three. No good. That was unbelievable off-ball movement by the Rockets. That was pure art. They'll get the offensive rebound, and Jabari Smith, he will miss the three as well. Good defense, I guess, by the Knicks, although the ball movement of that possession was something else. 58-47. Lewis blocked at the rim by, I think Ramses got a hand on that one. Royster might have as well. Ramses to Anthony Edwards for the slam. Ant really has not gotten active on offense. He has not gotten many good looks. Jaden Lewis-Cameron has played great defense on him. JLC misses the shot. Then Okongwu chucks it off the backboard, but Smith is there. Third time's the charm. And the Knicks haven't really cut too much into this lead here in the second half. At one point, they were down by 12 at half. Now they're down by 11 off the jumper by Henderson. So even though the offense has played better, I guess, it hasn't really done a whole lot. Here's Ramses for three. Big shot, and we are within 8. One of the closer deficits we've seen here in the second half. Lead back up to 10 now. Jaden Lewis-Cameron guarded by Lillard. That, my friends, is a mismatch. JLC gets some space. He'll drill the three. It's 67-56. Lewis-Cameron with the screen from Okongwu now. Inside for Onyeka Okongwu, who gets the dunk. The Rockets have not really let up here in the third quarter. They're not letting the Knicks really make it close, even though New York is staying in the game. Ramses hits another three. He's hot. DJ only had 3 points in the first half, but now he is 16 on the day. He seems to have the hot hand right now as he tips it away. The Rockets get it right back, though, and they're up for the slam. It's Jared Vanderbilt. 75-61, under a minute left in the quarter. Ramses gets called for the charge, and now things are starting to fall away from the Knicks again. Their offense has kind of cooled off, other than DJ Ramses. Look at J.J. Henderson just bullying Buddy Johnson. That was unpleasant to watch. I get Buddy Johnson's a rookie. I get he's injured. I don't really want to dog on him, but he has been really bad today. Anthony Davis steals it on the other end. Jaden Lewis-Cameron is with it. Over to Anthony Davis. He's in for the layup, and the Rockets are up by 18 points. They have very quickly turned this into a blowout. Rams is with it over to Tatum. Final seconds of the third quarter. Step back. Tatum does not get a good look. He does not make the shot. The Knicks were so good in the third quarter of Game 3. And then here in Game 4, they're terrible in the third quarter. I know they only got outscored by 6, but it felt a lot worse than that. Out-turnovered 5-1. Out-rebounded offensively 4-1. We shot the ball well. 8 of 13 from the field is really good. But except for the fact that 13 shots in a quarter is not a lot. You need to shoot the ball more than that. Off of an early miss. Here's Lewis-Cameron inside for Davis. He gets the slam. The Knicks are down by 20. Based on how they're shooting the ball, they could come back, but not at the rate they're shooting it. Again, 13 shots in one quarter is ridiculously low. Lonzo with the layup. It's a 22-point game now as the Rockets continue to build up a very comfortable lead here. Knicks trying to hang around. They need Anthony Edwards to really start making shots as he's continued to just be non-existent. Jalen Green misses. Nice defense by Khalif Dumbu. Then on the other end, it's Zachariah Royster. He misses the layup. In transition, when you're a big guy who can handle the ball, that's the shot you come up with. Not the formula for success when you're down by 20. DiCarlo out to Royster. Little pick and pop. He hits the three, and the lead is within 17 with around 6.5 minutes to go. I don't want to call it over, even though it doesn't look good, as Jabari Smith grabs another offensive rebound, and the Rockets are playing well again on the glass offensively, just like games 1 and 2. Here's Anthony Edwards. Screen. Tough three is good. It's nice seeing Anthony Edwards finally shoot the ball well, but it might not matter if the Knicks are down by 16 with under 6 minutes to go. They've got to quickly get some stops here. That is not a stop. The Rockets get the bucket. It's J.J. Henderson, who's been arguably their best scorer tonight. The Knicks offense is actually starting to play better, but they're not getting any stops. Another shot for Edwards. Again, good that he's getting buckets in finally, but it won't matter if you're down by 16 with 5 minutes to go, letting a phenomenal catch and shooter in J.J. Henderson get such good looks from 3. 90-71 now. Here's DiCarlo with it. Good move. Good bucket. DiCarlo's been really efficient today. He just hasn't shot the ball a lot. The Knicks need him to be more aggressive as a scorer. 17-point game. Here's Okongwu inside for Jabari Smith Jr., and the Rockets are not making this lead any smaller. Their offense is playing really well right now. Even though the Knicks have been on fire over the last 3 minutes, they get another shot here. Dimbu hits the corner 3. Why couldn't the Knicks have played like this in the second quarter? Jabari Smith with a dunk. It's an 18-point game with 4 minutes to go. Even though the Knicks offense is playing well, they don't look like they can really make any feasible comeback. Off of a steal, Lonzo Ball with the slam. It's a 20-point game now. Following possession, Jalen Green with it. Green looks to make a play inside. He has Jalen Lewis-Cameron for 3. Got it. It's a 23-point game. I think it's fair to say this game is over, and the Rockets will take Game 4, 105-86. This was a really weird game because for 3.5 quarters, I don't think we played that badly. But from the stretch where there was 5 minutes left in the second quarter to around 8 minutes left in the third, that's a 7-minute stretch, we scored 3 points. Had we scored, I don't know, 20 to 25 points in that stretch, which is a pretty normal amount, we could have won the game, considering we lost by 19. The offense was not inefficient. We shot the ball pretty well for the most part. We shot the ball well at the line. We just didn't shoot the ball enough. We had too many turnovers, too many stalled out possessions, and we didn't get to the free-throw line a whole lot. The Rockets took 17 more shots than us. The problems from games 1 and 2 did kind of come back in the second half, even though we were only outscored by 7 after halftime. The real problem was the turnovers. The Rockets have won the turnover battle considerably in all 4 games, and it's no longer just like a coincidence, it's a trend. We've got to be more careful with the ball, and we've got to make more big plays on defense. The turnover battle has been a big issue. We had an assist-to-turnover ratio of around 1.5. That's not enough. 20 for Ramses, 17 for Royster. DiCarlo was efficient. I thought those 3 guys played well. DiCarlo needs to clean up the turnovers, but he was good. It was the vets, Edwards and Tatum, who I was disappointed by. Edwards' numbers aren't even that bad. He had a +9, 15 points, over 50% from the field. But it just felt like before the fourth quarter, he was non-existent on offense. He needs to do more. I will say, though, at least he wasn't a total liability. Jason Tatum shot 4 of 17 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3 with a plus-minus of -25. His defense was not good. His offense was not good. He was flat-out bad. For these guys being our star veteran players, we need more from them. If we end up losing the finals, this is going to be the game that the haters look back on with Edwards and Tatum, and this is going to be a legacy game for them for the wrong reasons. The bench did not do a whole lot either. Buddy Johnson didn't play a lot, but when he did play, he was pretty awful. -28 in just 9 minutes of play. His defense was bad. His offense was bad. I get he's a rookie coming off an injury, so again, I don't fully blame him, but he was a disaster. J.J. Henderson off the bench led the Rockets in scoring. None of their starters had more than 16, but they spread the ball around. An assist-to-turnover ratio of 9. They pass the ball well, and they don't turn it over. This team has been so fundamentally clean in terms of keeping possessions and getting 1 to 2 shots off every time they get the ball. So we end up splitting games 3 and 4, another close overtime win, and another bad loss. Very similar to the last episode. Next time around, we've got games 5 and 6. And in the next episode, one of these 2 teams, hypothetically, could win the NBA Finals, or could it head to a Game 7? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.